ain't perfect, I'm just working on myself for the week. This is me. I ain't perfect. I ain't perfect.
Hi guys, it's your girl Andy Reeves. Thank you so much for stopping in and checking out another one of my videos. Today's video is sponsored by Lavender. Lavender is a hive for bold digital assets and magical crafted goods. It's a black female and LGBTQIA+ owned platform that sells awesome handwritten fonts, website templates, grab and go kits where you can get a website in less than 7 days, along with logo templates and other brand resources. Lavender also sells beautiful journals. If you ever need help with your branding, Miriam also offers branding services for any of her clients so you can focus on what truly matters for your business. Their website is heylavender.com. Use code Andy Reeves to get 10% off your first purchase of digital products. That excludes her journals. This is a service that I actually use myself. I use a lot of her fonts and graphics for branding purposes on my Instagram and for my YouTube channel, and I absolutely adore her, and I feel so lucky to be someone that she sponsored. After you watch this video, go ahead and make your way over to heylavender.com and check out the goods and services that they have to offer. If you have not already, go ahead and hit that subscription button below. That way you can be a part of the Andy Army. There's also a cute little bell icon down there that if you click, it'll send you notifications for each time that I upload. And I know you want to keep up with all things Andy, so you might as well click it. So I'm single, hella single AF. I've been single for a little over a year now, and it's been a, you know, roller coaster. I didn't like it. I'm a relationship type of person. I'm not really big on hooking up. I can't have sex with people without there being some type of emotional attachment there, okay? I'm being my true, authentic, honest self right now. I'm not good at casual. I'm not good at hooking up because I catch feelings. I was talking to my homegirl Amanda, and she was telling me that I need to sit down and make a list of everything that I want in a man, and my therapist has told me to do this as well. So I decided to do something more fun with it rather than it just being some boring old list. I went through the alphabet and I picked different words, characteristics, activities, facts about myself, and put them all in there. So I figured I would share it on my channel and leave a little cheat sheet for my future boyfriend. Hello. So this is just like a cute little list that I put together of the things that I want in my next significant other. If you are thinking about becoming my next significant other, good luck. Let's start with the letter A. I love affection. I like holding hands in public, little forehead kisses, hugs. I love hugs, cuddling. I like forms of intimacy that aren't necessarily purely sex. Things throughout the day that remind me that you like me or that you love me if we get to that point. I've been able to implement healthy boundaries into my life with my friends and my family, and I want to be with somebody who does the same. Someone who's not much of a pushover, someone who knows what they want, someone who isn't going to allow just anything to happen to them, somebody who's going to speak up for themselves, someone who has their own set of healthy boundaries, as well as someone who can respect mine. I am extremely communicative, okay? So it would be nice to be with someone who can also communicate their feelings. And I know that sometimes you need to take a break and go sit down and evaluate what you're feeling, but I don't want to be with someone who lets those things fester and then boil over and then blow up on me. My last ex was like that. Communication is key, my dog. One of my favorite games to play. So I have a slight obsession with dragons. I've loved dragons since I was a little girl, and so I play Dungeons and Dragons with my friends sometimes. I'm actually learning how to become a DM. It'd be cool to be with someone who either was involved with D&D or didn't mind that I am as into D&D as I am. No offense to the introverts of the world. Every man I've ever dated has classified himself as an introvert. I want to be with someone who matches my energy, which is pretty much crackhead energy. Let's just be honest. Now, I can be a bit of a homebody. I do like to stay home every now and again, but I also like to go out. Somebody who is family oriented and has a group of friends that they can rely on the way that I rely on my group of friends. Someone who has a life outside of our relationship. I feel like the key to any good relationship, aside from communication, is two individuals coming together and sharing something instead of two individuals coming together and becoming one individual. Having gratitude for big things and little things is very sexy to me. Like, I have a gratitude journal that I use. I go through and kind of thank myself, my body, my mind for helping me get through a lot of the things that I went through that day, and just try to show gratitude for the small things in my life. The people who are grateful and appreciative for the things that they have are some of the best people in my opinion. H stands for hung. No, I'm totally joking. Doesn't hurt though. I can't be with someone who can't laugh at themselves, alright? Someone who has a good sense of humor is always welcome in this house. That isn't that edgelord comedy that a lot of boys have these days. I tend to stay away from guys who are like, I love South Park. Okay, now I can have a dark sense of humor at times, but I also know when something's not funny. Also, honesty. Who doesn't want to be with someone who's honest? Who wants to be with a liar? I don't. Be honest with me, be honest with yourself, be honest with your friends. Honesty is not hard, which is what my dream job is. So if you want to be with me, you're gonna have to be okay with me chasing my dream of becoming a influencer eventually. You need to be a freaking joy to be around. Can't be a little stiff, awkward, antisocial thing. No, not doing that again. Never again. I love karaoke, I love dancing, I love going out. I want to be with someone, like I said, who is as extroverted as I am, who's gonna get on that stage with me and duet My Humps by Black Eyed Peas. Someone who doesn't need to be super drunk out of their mind to do fun things, because I mean, I don't need to be drunk to do karaoke. I do karaoke at home by myself. Karaoke's fun. So my main love language is quality time, and my other two are gifts and words of affirmation. I don't necessarily need physical touch or acts of servitude in order to fall in love with somebody. What are your love languages? Music is my lifeline. Music has saved my life more times than I can count. Live music especially. I have over 3,000 songs on my Spotify playlist, and I know every single one of them. Every morning, the first thing I do when I wake up is press shuffle on my music and allow that song to get me out of bed. Artists like Lauryn Hill, SZA, Jeff Buckley, Kevin Garrett. So to meet somebody who's also into the same type of music that I'm into would be really cool, because we can just sit around, chill, vibe, listen to music, play games, and just enjoy life. Being with someone who understands that my hair is my crown and that I'm going to change it as many times as I freaking feel like it. I jokingly call myself the thick black Ramona Flowers because my hair changes pretty much when my attitude changes. So every 6 or 7 weeks, my hair will change. You have to be okay with that. You have to be fine with having a new bitch every month or so. If my hair is not done the way that I like it to be done, sometimes it can cause me to be a little more insecure and not as confident as I usually am. And that's why I like to switch it up every now and again. It's because it just makes me happy. Having different hairstyles makes me happy. That's it. That's the whole letter. Listen, this pussy don't pop for Republicans or libertarians or moderates or nothing like that. I am a hardcore liberal, like super far left with the liberalism. I don't want to be arguing with my partner about politics all the time, which is why finding someone whose politics align with mine is crucial. I love me some Tarantino movies. Oh my God. Can we sit down and have a whole Quentin marathon? Let's start with Kill Bill and make our way over to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I quote Tarantino films so much. I feel bad for anyone who's not into Tarantino and likes to be around me. Thumbs up if you agree that Quentin Tarantino is the man. Everyone who knows me and loves me knows that ramen is pretty much running through my veins, and I want it like about once a week. So if you can deal with ramen at least once a week, then you can deal with me. I'm very sex positive. I like to try new things. I'm a tease when I want to be. To be with somebody who is also as sensual as I am when it comes to their partner, like little things, you know, like saying dirty things to each other when we're out at the restaurant. Playful sensualness wants to be added in. Selfishness, rudeness, being a conservative, pushing and pulling on my head when I'm not ready to do the thing that you want me to do, or like trying to put my hand down your jeans. How old are you? In our late 20s, men are still doing that. Pretty much, I want to get married. Dating someone whose end goal is also marriage is a plus. I do want to form a union with somebody eventually. It doesn't have to be my next boyfriend, but eventually I would like to get married, settle down, adopt a few kids, and travel the world. That kind of goes back into politics, but you can have morals and values that aren't political. Like, I'm a very selfless person. I like to help others. being with somebody who's just as selfless as I am. I try to make my happiness my main priority, and a lot of times my happiness stems from making other people happy. I'm naturally very caring and nurturing. To be with somebody who's just as caring and nurturing as me would be, oh my god, a dream. I've never been in a healthy relationship before. I feel like all my relationships were pull and tug, me trying to convince that person to love me. I want to be in mutual love with somebody who's warm-hearted. Being with a kind person is very important to me, which is why you hear so many of these like kind people words. I feel like I've never really been with a naturally kind person, which I know I cheated with, all right? Like, there wasn't a lot of words that started with X that I wanted to put in here, and I definitely wasn't gonna put xylophone. I don't want to be someone's first girlfriend. I've done that already. Did not end well. Not doing it again. I also don't want to be someone's first black girlfriend. I don't want that. And I want someone who has experience being in a relationship, who's grown from that relationship, who wants to make the next one last. It'd be pretty great if the next person I'm with isn't camera shy and actually wants to be involved with a lot of the things that I do on my YouTube channel. That way we can do like cute little videos, like boyfriend tag videos, like, oh, my boyfriend rates my outfits, or my boyfriend reads my old Tinder messages and stuff like that. A necessity for me is someone who isn't camera shy, who wants to be involved with my YouTube channel. Racism, homophobia, transphobia, pedophilia. I'm not even sorry. I don't want to be around those people. I don't want those people in my life. If you're anything like that, I don't know why you got this far into this video. You have a 0% chance of ever being in a relationship with me, or mostly any good person. Having standards is not a bad thing. Making a list like this doesn't make you shallow. Your standards are not too high, especially if you date men, because dating men is, they're men. Having high standards for a man is impossible. Obviously, men are allowed to have their own set of standards as well. I was just joking. It was a joke. Don't take it seriously. And I want to say thank you again to Lavender for sponsoring this video. Y'all, if you have any need for digital assets, make sure you go check out heylavender.com. In the comment section below, tell me what you think your highest standard is. I think my highest standard is orgasms. And as always, I love you all. Bye.